Amazing! Life is something else. I want to urge you folks. I really, really want to. This is all love. You got to let anger go. Really. Anyone who tells you that it's okay to be angry and that anger is good and that you need it for protection, that you need it to fight with or whatever, to motivate you, they're lying to you. You won't know what I mean. You will not understand what I'm saying until you let the spirit of anger depart from your mind and body. Then you will see another reality, true reality. Really. It will bring perfect peace to your soul to let anger go. You will come alive and you will be able to love. It's so weird. It's so amazing. Weird might not be a good word. Amazing. It's so wonderful, marvelous. You will be able to love when you're purely hated. You know, you will. It won't even be an effort. It will be natural because it will be your natural nature to love, just like it's your unnatural nature to hate. And you can't have both. You only have one or the other. That's why the scripture says you must be born again, meaning that you must return to your original nature. When you were children, you were of love. You had no hate. It only came after going through the pressures of the drama in your home. You finally overreacted to your parents. And once you overreacted, before when you overreacted, you kind of forgave and, you're on your way to the trauma. But once you overreacted, your nature changed. And you became like the person that you resent. And then you were thrown out of paradise into the darkness of the earth. And now you're trying to find your way. I've been there, I've done that, I understand it. So when I'm dealing with people, I don't take it personally. Even if I'm disappointed, I still don't take it personally because I understand they literally can't help it. Nobody wants to hate. Well, I don't know about nobody. Most people do not want to hate. Most people do not want to overreact to a situation. They do not want to have fear and doubt. They want to be comfortable in their bodies. Most people want to have tight and good families, but that anger is preventing it from happening. When you don't have anger, you allow your fellow man or woman to be themselves. And let's say that they have anger. You allow them the experience of going through what they got to go through because that might be the thing that wake them up. You don't get mad at them for carrying on because you now know that they can't help it. And you know they need that because some people need it rough to wake up. Some people it's not easy to wake up. Some people need to make a fool of themselves, to overreact, to carry on. And so when they do it, and you are of love, you would allow them to do it. As long as you're not physically in danger, you allow them to do it so that in hopes that will wake them up. You show them love by being patient. Admit when you're wrong and then move forward. You got to let the anger go. It's very, very destructive. And it darkens your way. It's not the light. It's the darkness, not the light. We're supposed to walk by the light. And we're supposed to love God with all our heart, soul, and might, and our neighbor as ourselves. But you can't love your neighbor of yourself if you have hatred, because you're protecting yourself from anything. You're trying to protect yourself. It doesn't work. Let the anger go. Forgive. Go and forgive. Whomever it is that you're angry at, go and say, hey, I am sorry for being angry at you. Do not ask to be forgiven, because angry people will not forgive you. and they can't see themselves to understand why they need to forgive. Angry people won't forgive. That's why God has it set up. Go and apologize for resenting them, for being angry at them. Because anger is evil, is hatred, is destructive. So go and say, I'm sorry for being angry at you. I realize that you can help yourself, but I'm wrong for being angry at you. And great things will happen. God will forgive you. All right? I counsel with too many people nowadays where they're in turmoil, they can't think straight and see straight, and they're doing some crazy things. You're shaking my head, and I know that they can't help it. They really can't, because they're not thinking straight. They're not seeing straight. Some of the nicest people in the world are doing some of the most destructive things that you ever want to see. So let the anger go. Forgive. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons you're having to deal with pressures of life is so you can see if you have love or not. And if you have overreact, if you take it personally, if you lash out at them, you're seeing that you don't have love. And you need to repent. You need to forgive. It's so simple. Forgive. Even in the Lord's Prayer, forgive me as I forgive others. And once you forgive, it becomes a way of life. You don't have to keep forgiving, then get mad, and then forgive again, then get mad, and then forgive again. It's not like that. You're in a mode of forgiveness now, meaning you don't take anything personally. And forgiveness is love. Even if the person don't see it or recognize it, you'll be fine. So forgive, folks. Your children need it. Because anyone who has anger is going to pass that down to their children. You don't want to do that. But you will pass it down to your children and change their lives. They'll grow up with the same misery that you are growing up with. Forgive. It's simple. And you shall be saved. Or born again. Or return to the Father. Return to yourself. 888-77-JESSE. Back in a moment.